because of that smoke. We're going to focus on the tropics because we've got a lot going on. When you consider both storms in the Pacific Basin and the Atlantic, we've got a lot of activity. The biggest one, Hurricane Maria, which made landfall overnight in Dominica as a very small island with not a lot in the way of really strong structured buildings. So devastation occurred overnight. We don't even really have pictures to share with you yet, but I have a feeling it's not going to be good when we get those in here at the Weather Network. Jose will batter the northeast coast, but it'll be just, a little bit in the way of surge, especially at high tides. And because it kind of stalls out, we're going to see multiple high tides. So do expect some beach erosion in that area. And then we've got the return of severe weather to the northern plains. We're going to break it all down for you. Okay, let's begin our story here in the Caribbean, where we are still seeing some watches and warnings, although down in St. Lucia and the Grenadines, those tropical storm warnings have been lifted. But of hurricane warnings for many, including Puerto Rico, and that's really where the impact will be next. So we have the northeast side of the island. That's where San Juan is. That's where the most densely populated area is, unfortunately. We could be talking about a Category 4 landfall in that area. It has actually intensified again to a Cat 5. So as it moved over Dominica, it slightly weakened, but as we suspected, it would punch back up to a Category 5, and it did exactly that. This is the Euro. It does bring it right in the eastern part of Puerto Rico. Again, this is where the airport is, and a lot of devastations expected if this does occur, but this is not a guarantee, okay? This is just one model run. Either way, Puerto Rico will be impacted, even if they get Cat 2, Cat 3 winds. Where that eye wall goes over, that's what we got to watch. Also, areas like Puerto Plata, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, watching for impact from this storm as well. It'll likely track toward the Bahamas, but likely will miss the Bahamas, and then at this point looking like a recurve out to sea. This is good news for the U.S. All right, let's talk about our watches and warnings. Dry conditions in the desert southwest, as well as really the Colorado area. We've got red flag warnings. How about winter weather advisories in purple? That's for much of northeastern Nevada and the higher terrain. We've got a winter storm warning for you in Washington in the higher terrain there. So yeah, mountain snow around 5,000 feet and above. Could see up to a foot of snow for the Idaho peaks and in through Wyoming as well. Here's Jose. Okay, so we've got it just kind of snipping by here. Cape Cod, Nantucket, Martha's Vineyard. Do expect those strong tropical storm strength winds. We'll be right back with more Maria.